Hello, everyone. I hope everyone can see, can listen to me here. Yeah. Tell me in the comments where you released watching this session from. And well, I'm watching it from Cork in Ireland. And presentation. I hope we were all, I hope we were all well. And like me, looking forward to learn about more Canva with Ingryd Sampaio. So I'm going to tell you about more about marketing and community. The marketing challenge is objective is to encourage marketing professionals and students for thriving. Apologize, some background. There was some background message that are out. So just to explain a little better, the marketing challenge community is here to empower immigrant marketing professionals and students to help them thrive in the careers in Ireland. So, Marketing Ireland was founded in 2021, and the purpose of the community is to help immigrant students and professionals seeking career into sales in Ireland. We created a safe space where members can come together, have some network, encourage and motivate, and help each other with the journey, the career journey in Ireland. So we do provide some network with your community. You have some social impact projects that the actions is to integrate and help the local community. And like today, we offer some courses and workshops. This is to help the qualified male members for the labor market. So, as you all are anxious for tonight, I will pass it on to Ingrid to start our workshop. But basically, I will pass the mic to Ingrid. You see Ingrid here.
Hello,
Hello.
guys.
Yeah. And along her workshop, along her class, you can drop all your messages, all your questions in the chat. I will hope everybody will enjoy this session. All right. I'm
Perfect.
passing it
Hello,
to you.
everyone. Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here and very excited to start this workshop. First of all, because that's something that I love about it's graphic design and how you can make things work better, especially in marketing. That's our area. Most of people are here. So, yeah, so let's start it. Perfect. So, a little bit about me. I have over 10 years experience in marketing and customers experience. So, providing the best type of experience and also engagement with the customer. And during this time, I learned loads, especially about like visual appealing graphics and how to get attention for the customer. So that's what we're learning a little bit more today. I juggle about two roles. So I am a marketing executive, but I'm also a content creator. So I do designs for myself on my LinkedIn account. I am a content creator also as a volunteer on Marketing Ireland, and I do a little bit back in there for CU friends and customers as well. And I have been using Canva for a long time now, since 2016. And it's I see the whole like system and the platform develop and how become like more faster and useful for us as marketeers. And I don't know if you guys know, but Canva, it's basically a platform that it's a graphic design platform, but basically made for non-designers. So it's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be easy, and that's why I enjoy so much to work with that. Okay, so now I'll give you a little bit 1 or 2 minutes just to check this workshop companionship guide. So this is a free material that I made for you and exclusive for this workshop. So I'll give you just 1 or 2 minutes just so you can download the guide. Perfect. Okay, is everyone sorted? Yes. And see some answers on the chat. Perfect, guys. So let's go. Okay, so this is a little bit about what we are talking about today. So we'll have a little bit intro and graphic design. And we have some getting started with Canva, so you can know Canva a little bit for those who don't know. We have design principles, which is our main subject here today. A little bit hands-on on Canva, and tips and tricks for an effective design. And then we have some time for questions. So let's go. Sorry, I'm seeing like two screens here. That's why all the time looking beside. Okay, so it's anyone knows what is graphic design like? Anyone can tell me what it is? I can see the answers on the chat. Any answers, guys? Anyone knows what graphic design is? Okay, so graphic design is the art of practicing and planning and projecting ideas and experience in a visual and textual context. So it involves creating visual concepts to communicate ideas that can inspire, inform, and captivate customers. So that's our main goal with the graphic design. And it's a very important part of our day-to-day work with marketing, especially if you're a content creator or if you do graphics for your company, if you worked with B2B or B2C. It doesn't matter, you always ended up working a little bit with graphic design, because nowadays it's everything very visual and very like attractive. And in the world that you have like all the time your phones with you, and you are living online, so that's very important that your communication is straightforward, it's relevant and appealing for your customer. So that's why we have to engage with the graphic design we were creating, our own graphics or portfolio or whatever you're planning to do to communicate using visuals is always good for you, because it's the best way to communicate with people in a few seconds. Let's go. Okay, so introduction to graphic design. So this important thing of designs and marketing. So why it's so important for you to have design and marketing. So first of all, as I say here, is creating a memorable experience. That's very important, because people will remember what they see and what you make them feel. And that's why you have to understand exactly what your customer wants, so you can create something that makes sense and it's actually visual appealing but pleasant as well. For example, using too much bright colors or dark fonts, dark letters, and in a very dark background, that would be not be very pleasable to see. So that's something that is very important to think through. The other thing is enhance brands recognition. Why? Because when you have a concise imagery and a concise visual and your branding, it's you will be recognized, and that's the main thing. So we know exactly when we see let's see a brand that is very famous, Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola, it's a very light red with white. So when you see Coca-Cola symbols, you can see by far is Coca-Cola. You can understand that, and it's so through the whole brand. So they have clothes, they have some type of like shoes, they have a stationery line, and of course the drinks. And you can recognize the brand by far, because the brand colors and because they have this concise way of showing. So that's, which is very important, especially in marketing. The other thing is establish credibility. So it's a many ways of communicating without words, and one is using colors and using photographs. And when you have a concise high quality graphics that make sense all together, you can enhance credibility. So imagine when you go to for example, a cake Instagram. So you see really well designed graphics, you see well done pictures, and you see the other one that is not very much good. Like the pictures are not great, the graphics are not very appealing, and which one do you prefer to buy from? So that's what I meant. When you do something that makes sense and that is high quality and well thought, and how your customer will get this from. So which perception they will have from your product, they will have from your graphic, you will understand that this can establish credibility, which is very much important, especially because now we have so many different brands, we have so many different options. And what it's like, using graphic design in your favor, you can help you to stand up from the crowd. So that's what we want when we are doing a campaign, when we are creating our graphics. We want to be seen, so we have to think very well what we are doing. So it's basically it. Let's move on. Guys, am I speak too fast? Could you just give me a feedback? Is everyone catching up what I'm saying? Perfect. Good to go. Okay, so now let's see. So let's start it with Canva. So how I can show that. So Canva, as I said before, is this amazing platform that you can use for many things, and especially like for us marketeers, use for doing some graphics, presentations, and create our portfolio, and do amazing videos. We can use for loads of things. So I will quick show you how to do a quick change one of the graphics they have in there in a way that you can improve in a few seconds. So as you can see, they have loads of different templates, and they already have the size for poster, for Instagram video, for Instagram video. So you have plenty options, and it's already there, so you can use straight. You don't have to check the size or anything. It's everything there for you. And as you can see, they have other tools that you can use, like AI tools. I'm not going into that today. We can schedule another training if you want it. But what I want to show you is how many templates, and that's the best thing on Canva, they're templates, because they give you everything that you need and to do, even if you're not in the mood to create something from scratch, and they give you loads of options. So what I did to this one, I got this very simple design, and I create something a little bit more appealing and a little bit more modern, just changing a few things. So I just organize the image in a way that will cover the whole poster. So this is like a fashion style. So you can use the image to attach the image to the background, so you create your own background. And then I change a little bit the letters. I organize in a way that makes more concise for the design. And I change a few bits as well to make a little bit more appealing than it was before. So it's simple, it's easy. It's just to show you how you can use templates in your favor. You don't have to use exactly the way it is, but you can do some tweaks and changes in a way that makes the templates work better for what you're thinking and what you're planning to do. See, so I flicked the different colors, and I put the darker one on the top just to make it, and put a light font. See, so it's just a way to create something that is a little bit more appealing than was before. What do you guys think? Is it a little bit better? So let's dive into the design principles. Is anyone know a little bit about design, or know how is the design principles? We have plenty. I won't go into all of them, but I just go into the ones that I think it's more relevant for us at the moment. So the first thing is simplicity. So do you guys know like what I want to mean like with simplicity? So what I mean with simplicity is make the design simple. That's basically it. So simplicity doesn't mean lack of creativity. It doesn't mean that you have to do something bland or plain. It just means that you can emphasize clarity and elegance. And a clean and uncutlet design allows the audience to focus on essential elements without distractions. So without too many elements in the same place, and too many things and colorful things in the same place. It's very disoriented. So it's nice to have something, so a simple layout, color schemes that make sense, a typography that goes well with the whole design. So simplicity is always the key. Less is more. That's what I meant. The second one is balancing and harmony. So balancing refers to the equal contributions of visuals and weight in design. If you check your material, you will see that they have a few example, an example on that. Yes, Deborah, minimalistic is something that will go with simplicity. Exactly, right on point. Again, so balance and harmony, it's to achieve the balance, you ensure that the single elements overpower the others. It's I talk a little bit about hierarchy and on the material. So if you want to have a look and understand and what I mean with a single element overpower the others, you understand a little bit more about hierarchy. So creating a sense of stability and harmony, it's very important in your design, especially if you want to make something that makes sense when you see it. So there are three types of balance. So symmetrical, asymmetrical, and radial. So you can have a look a little bit on Google and check what does that mean. But basically, balance in design in harmony means this: make something that is equally distributed and visually harmonic. So the third one is typography. Typography is something very important, especially when you are delivering a message. First, you have to choose a typography that makes sense with your whole design and have loads of tones of fonts that you can choose, especially on Canva. You can play around, but trying to create something and mix typography. I love that. I love when we pair different types of fonts to play it a little bit and make the design more interesting. So it's very important to do this when you're yourself. If you like design graphics, and you can, if you like graphic designs, you can play a little bit on Canva and check different fonts. It's something that pretty much matters. First, have to make sense with your whole design, and second, it's not always about aesthetics, but also have to be readable. And this is very important. If you do a super tiny font, or if you do letters that it's not very much neat, you cannot see, it would be hard for your customers to read, and that's not what we want. We want something that people can catch up straight away. So that's very important to think on that. So the other thing is color scheme. So colors are our main characters in design, and you can check the material as well, and you can see that you can play around with colors, and colors are much like relation to emotions. So some theories say, the color theories say, the colors create emotions, and that's very true. This is there's some loads of studies about. So that's why in the beginning you can see loads of restaurants using the color red or yellow, because when people see these colors, they start to feel hungry. I wouldn't say that they feel hungry straight away, of course, but I say that the color stimulates those emotions. So colors have like a very profound psychological impact on humans and emotions and perceptions. So understand the colors wheel and the meaning association with different hues. Warm colors like red and orange evokes energy, or white, cool colors like blue and green conveys calmness and tranquility, relaxation. So depends what the business you're working with. It's important to understand the colors to create the right emotion, the emotion that you want to evoke. That's something that we always have to check on. I talked before of hierarchy. So hierarchy is a big thing, especially because it's always there. So you always have those elements, all those message that you want to pass through. That is your main message or your main element on your design. So you have to understand that your main character has to be the star. So you have to understand who is your main character in your design. You cannot have more than one, because it take people to confusion. Like they won't understand your point. So it's always important to have your main character let them shine, and your graphic will shine as well. So establish a clear visual hierarchy, guides viewers through the content and logical order. Important elements should stand out, capture attention first, followed by secondary elements. So you have your first element and you have your secondary elements behind. Ingrid, do I have to put behind? No, but if you check the material that I sent, you see that it's always something that will stand out in a picture or in your graphic. Something has to be standing out. If you put loads of elements, again, you can end up people being confused. So that's why hierarchy is super important. Is everyone following until now? Any questions? You can just note the questions and then we can ask in the end of the workshop. But I just want to know if you guys understanding, if I'm going too fast. I just want you to have the best experience, so it's important to go up. Perfect, Mariana. Thanks, guys. So the last one is consistency, and consistency is pretty much related to branding, to integrated communication. Why? Again, when I said before about Coca-Cola, so you know it's Coca-Cola because they keep their consistency on their message and on their visuals. So if you're doing something, if you create a visual to your company, and one day you decided that you're creating yellow graphics, not full yellow, but like with some yellow elements. And but the brand colors are, I don't know, red or brown. And you're out of the blue, it's just like, I want something yellow. And this will confuse your customer. They won't actually see and say, oh, that's this business. No, they won't understand that. They'll just get confused about your message. They don't catch up. So mixing the colors and the graphics and the message, it's very important. So that's why we have to keep consistent with the fonts, with the colors, with the spacing, and all the elements that you use have to make sense altogether. Something's very important is you have to have your brand guidelines. If you're creating a business yourself, if you're doing a portfolio, if you are a social media manager, whatever you work, if you're working with graphic design or content creation in general, you have to have a branding guidelines, and this will help you to keep consistency. If you don't have that, do it. I highly recommend, and have loads of tools that you can use for that. I put one in our guide, so you can check on that as well. It's very important to have branding guidelines. And if your company doesn't have one, just say to them, look, we need branding guidelines. Why? Because we need to have consistency. Otherwise, they will confuse our customers and they don't recognize us. We lost credibility and the positioning and awareness. So that's a win-win if you keep consistency. Okay, guys, let's go to the next topic. So I brought here some different elements with a good and a bad example of an Instagram. So is anyone knows why one is visual appealing and why the other is not? I would love to see some answers. Go, guys. It's your time to shine. So if you check those two Instagram's images, yeah, Damaris looks cluttered. Definitely. Yeah, perfect, Mariana. That's it. One has consistency. Amazing. Exactly, Sarah. That makes sense. And I would say only colors, but let's check the fonts. Let's check the typography. It's all over the place. Yeah, no colors consistency, no typography consistency, and I'm not sure even what this brand is about. I don't know what type of message they want to pass. Have no idea. And then if you start reading, you can see that is, I think it's hospitality, but you cannot be sure because they have no balance. As I say, Deborah, amazingly, no balance, no consistency. The colors are not there. And the other one, you can see that is a macaron shop, and you don't need much to see that because she's pretty much put out there in a lovely colors and with the typography repeating, and you can understand what the company is about. You can even get a little bit of her personality. It gives her a lot of credibility, and she can connect with her customers. So that's what we aim for. We don't want to confuse our customers when they check our website or when they check our social media and they see, okay, what is this company about? Because people start to check things in 30 seconds. They lost interest. Thanks, TikTok. It's a good revolution. It's great to have new things, but of course we can end it up getting a little bit more work to make things work. So yeah, people just are in a fast pace, and that is important to catch attention straight away. So well done for those who respond. You all found the mistakes in here. Okay. So that's something that I love it. And about design principles is you are in charge of what your customers are going to see first. So you will choose what they think. And that's pretty much about hierarchy. So when you're delivering a message, first that you read what the biggest message. And then they read the sublines. And maybe the description and a few other things around, but your first message, your main message, has to be the biggest one. That's just to make sense. And that's how we read, and then how our brain works. We always looking for the biggest message, the one that stands out. So imagine if you're doing a giveaway and you want people know that it's a giveaway, and what is it about? What is the main thing that you have to put in there? That is a giveaway. Otherwise, people will see your message, maybe see your product, but they don't actually know. And everyone knows that depends on the business, of course, and depends on your strategy. Giveaways tends to have a good engagement on social media, but you have to let people know exactly what you want to say with your design. And that's very important. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. Consistency, hierarchy, simplicity. Keep those principles in your head, and you can create amazing designs. So, guys, I will do a hands-on on Canva. And my idea with this is to show you live how you can do something very nice with Canva. And I want you to choose what we're going to do today. So are we going to do an Instagram post, or a video, or a portfolio? What you guys would you like to do? Tell me in the comments. Oh, we have some answers. We have two for Instagram posts and two for portfolio. Instagram. Okay, let's try to do a quick Instagram, and I might be able to do a portfolio as well. So let's share my screen. Okay, so as I say before, you can see that is many options here with the sizes. You can also put in here if you wanted. So you can put Instagram. See, you can carousel, Instagram stories, blah, blah, blah. So you can find loads stuff in here. But let's do the post. Okay, so see, we see like a plain one, like an empty Canva that you can create whatever you want. But today I'm not creating from scratch because it takes time and I am a perfectionist. So let's start checking templates. So that's my favorite part of Canva. Again, I would say this is save lives when you don't have time to create something from scratch. And so let's check something. What would you like to see? So we have some fashion. Let's see, we have something about marketing. Okay, we have loads posts of marketing. Some of them are not great. For example, I would never use that one. Why? Someone knows why we shouldn't use this? Let's try to find something nice. Oh, guys. Yeah, not simple at all, Mariana. Too many things. Okay, so let's make our own because everything that is here, I don't like it. Okay, so let's start. Which type of message would you like to send to our customers? Let's say, so Canva has loads of images. Let's put something that makes sense. So social media. So I love that. I have loads of pictures that make sense. I love when the pictures are when the pictures cover the whole scenario. I love that. I love doing posts like that because the images always has to stand out. I would say um the tiny graphics, the small things, I don't think it's working very well, not now according to the trends. People like to see full images and high quality images, of course. So I'm trying this one. So what type of message would you like to say? What I like to do, I always put a black, this is me, right, guys? That's something that I do all the time. So I always put a black background because I am crazy about white typography. So we have some here ready. I love that. Let's change the color. Let's put a white. Then you cannot see very much, right? But if you come here, you can darker fully, and you can make your visual appear a little bit better. You see? But that's not what I want. Let's see something ready. Oh, I love this. We can always do something like this, or we can go fully. We can do edges. Oh, they have loads of options. Okay, so you can see you can edit quickly just using like some small tools, simple. The message is there. If you want to put a website, or depends what you're planning, which emotions you planning to do. Maybe it's a phone, maybe it's a photography advertiser, maybe it's just moments. You can either add like a restaurant, or I don't know, hospitality or something, or tourism, to promote some moments, good moments that you can have wherever you go. So it's just to show you guys how you can create something quick. Doesn't have to take time, but if it's at the same time, it's simple, but it's work. So let's do something. Let's do a portfolio. Portfolios are one of the best type of templates that we have in here. Depends on your style and depend what you're working with. My portfolio I did with the Canva templates. I just adapt for myself. So I love this one. This one is very simple, very elegant. You can add your name here. You can change colors. If you like yellow, you can put some yellow and still work. You can put orange and still work. You can change to purple and still work. And then you can add the rest of them. So list of contents, a little bit about you. If you're changing the color here, of course, change that one as well. As I said before, consistency is the key. You don't need to add one by one. By the way, you can add all of them at once. You can put it here and apply all. But I like to do at once because I can keep changing and tweaking. Always, guys, trying to use this, because normally the templates, they already have a reason to be here. So they have like some, for example, this one. This is probably like insights from a campaign or something. So you know, like it's okay, it's nice to put insights from campaigns, so you can just follow the steps. You can try to find one that it's the best for you in your style. And I always say to my friends that when they want to do their portfolio, try to do something that it's you, that makes sense for you, that it's your taste, but at the same time, think what people would like to see. And if you follow those principles that I say before, you can always do something nice. Again, guys, I'm so sorry I won't have time to like work heavily through this, but just to give you an overview on it and for you to understand um how you can create stuff. Doesn't have to be from scratch. You can use the tools and templates that you have in here and use to create like a lovely and very personalized design. Let's come back to the presentation. So some of the tips and tricks. I love to see. I love to say that I don't say like tips and tricks. I love to say tips and tricks because that's like always a little bit fun on it, and it's the same that I have when I go travel. So first is stick to your brand guidelines. As I say before, guys, consistency. It's very important. And simplify your designs. also, again, something that you already talked before, keep it simple. Less is more. Utilize high quality images. And why I say that, not only because people will, of course, give more credibility for those who have high quality images, but also the algorithm tends to give more visibility to people that have high quality images. That's been proven, especially on trendy apps like Instagram, for example. They will always give more views to people that have high quality images and relevant content. Creating eye-catching call to actions, CTAs. This one is, I would say, that it makes your CTA stand out using contrasting colors, bound fonts, encouraging actions with persuasive language, and guide your viewers to what to do next. That's very much important to get your message done. So, visiting a website, making a purchase, subscribing, whatever it's a message that you want to use, like always trying to put call to actions on it, of course, and not all your designs, but in a way that makes sense with your strategy. And optimize for mobile viewings. Guys, this is a very basic one, but like I see many companies doing these mistakes, marketeers as well. Optimize your graphics for mobile. So whatever you're doing for mobile, it's super important. What I say to is using posts with a correct sizing. If you're doing a stories, do a story sizing. Canva just give this to you. You have exactly the size that you need to use. And also, like, Canva has also options of other optimized size. So Instagram for Instagram, Facebook for Facebook, LinkedIn for LinkedIn. Trying to use the correct size for everything. Trying to use like fonts that it's visible on the phone. Otherwise, people won't see it, won't read it. Most, if you work in a B2C company, or if your target market is direct customers, they will use their phone. So try to create something that will be visible. Try your design, send to yourself in your phone, and see you can read it and see what you think, because that's very important, because that's the way that people will see as well. Okay, guys, I am done for now. So do you have any questions? Please put in the comments. It'll be very much important for us to understand your doubts and help you sort them out. Yes, Deborah. So yes, I use Pinterest a lot. I think most of marketers that likes content creation, we use. But I very much get inspiration around, especially like working with the home marketing, because I work with like Irish marketing, also UK. And if you pay attention what people are seeing and dressing and like speaking, I use a lot social media, but of course Pinterest, mood boards, but I got lots of inspiration on people around me and my daily basis, and I love that. Guys, let's take this moment to get the questions sorted. Of course, you can send these questions now. It's easy for you to get the answers done. And of course, you can ask later, but now is a good moment, especially because other people might have the same questions as you.
They're pretty quiet in the comments.
I know. Don't be shy, guys. Everyone has questions. Or I think, unless the workshop was amazing, everyone understand anything, everything. No one has questions. That's perfect.
Have some feedbacks for you.
Oh, thank you, Sandra. I'm very happy you like it.
Have some questions.
Yes, I do. If you go to the Canva board and you open any like any options that you have, like Instagram, whatever presentation, you can scroll down, you see an option say draw, and they have options in there so you can do your drawings. It's actually pretty fun. Like you can do drawings, and like you can move them around. So you can use that. Yeah, yeah. It's actually very fun. You can try on today. If you have, Sarah, if you have um design pad, it's actually pretty cheap on Amazon if you guys really into graphic design pad. You can do like a painting, and you can use in designs, especially if you're good at that. You should try it, definitely.
Got another question. Have you got any tips for business to business?
Yes, Deborah, I work with B2B, and first, using the brand setting. So Canva has like exclusive branding set, so you can put all your branding stuff in there. I don't know if you use it before, but it's an option that say brand, and there you can add your logo, you can add your colors, and it's way cheaper. Like it's way faster if you want to put the stuff in. And I would say to B2B is the same thing as marketing wise, is the same way as to B2C, which are the sector. So are you talking about education to education? Are you talking about construction? Are you talking about food? Depends on your suppliers. Of course, you find them better on Twitter and LinkedIn. That's another. It's more digital marketing size, but you can find them on LinkedIn and Twitter. And then trying to use LinkedIn and Twitter size is trying to use the videos. They have loads of templates for videos, for like institutional videos, business videos. Stick it to your brand guidelines. Again, this is for B2B, B2C, and everyone. But if you know exactly who you're targeting, because in the end, you're not getting attention for business. Business are people behind business. So trying to understand the business owners or the CEOs or the decision makers, and then you can create graphic designs. In the end, it's all about knowing your customer, and then you know which are the best style for them. I don't know if I answer your question. Sorry. Hope yes. Any other questions?
Looks like we're having loads of feedback here. Everybody enjoyed this session. I did as well.
Oh,
Although I do have
Lord.
some basics in cover. I really enjoyed this session. To remind me a couple of things, especially for balance. And, yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ingrid, for taking your time, for sharing your knowledge with us.
Oh, thank
Um,
you guys. Well, so we are sorting for questions. Just a last thing. Oh, I just check one question here. So, Erica, just for you know, Canva and Illustrator are great to create design from scratch, like for example, logos and stuff. It's very much complicated. It's very heavy for your computer, and it's very expensive. Canva, I don't think Canva has the whole tools to create a logo from scratch, but you can create amazing logos if you have enough strategy and understand all the principles that I put in here. You can do as fine as on Illustrator. you pay way less, and it's way simpler. Just to let you know. For those who don't know me and don't follow me on LinkedIn, I post loads of contents in there. So if you want to keep in touch or ask me some questions as well, I'm always happy to help. You can scan the QR code and we can keep in touch. Thank you guys so much for today. Thank you so much, Ho, for the host today and for introducing me. I am super grateful to be here, to be part of this amazing community that I love so much. Thank you, Ho. Thank you, Camila. I know you're seeing, you're watching us. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all volunteers, and have a lovely evening, everyone.
Thank you very much, Ingryd. Hey guys, I hope you all enjoyed the session. I'm just going to close it today, tonight, just to keep passing a couple of messages from our community. And so on December, we have an event happening. It is our last event of the year. And I would like to invite you all to take part in it. That will be a lot of fun. I know you are going to enjoy it, and so will I. So I'm gonna drop the link of the event so you can join the event with us on 1st December. It will be on the Circular Pub at 7 p.m. So that is it for today. I hope you really enjoyed this workshop with Ingrid. And I would like to know in the comments is what would you like to see our next workshops. That will happen in February 2024. So let us know in the chat what you think, what you would like to see for our next workshop. So thank you very much, everybody, that took part of the workshop today. So I will see you on 1st December. Bye bye.